I'm fading. My head, I'm shaking. Tired of this addiction. Still under lost obsession. Trying to hold on to faith. We're caving in and now because you don't know what I face. But I still believe. You say there's no point in trying. I'm finishing starting shots. That's the look I'll always be here. I'm fading. I'm fading.
Something totally crazy here, folks. There's a ship leaving Montrose Harbour. It's about 100 foot away. ADT candidate, it says on the side. You don't normally see that close up. So that was a pretty cool start to the video there, that ship going out of the harbour. Once it gets out onto the open sea there, I don't know where it's going. But they must have to wait till high tide to get in and out there. So basically we're at Ferryden, the Ferryden side of Montrose here, and we're just taking a walk out the lighthouse direction. If I see anything cool out this way, I'll just update the viewer. That cement thing at the top of the hill there, that is an old machine gun lookout post from the war. It's made out of cement. The tide's fully in today, like normally there's a lot more here to walk on. There's a second machine gun position. It would just be big enough for 1 or 2 people, that one. Because the tide's right in, we just climbed up that grassy embankment there. We're going to take the little road along as far as the lighthouse, and then there's a better coastal path after that. It's a great view over Montrose Harbour here, by the top of the hill. And that's Montrose Beach, and I hand in that direction there, like. That's the pilot boat coming out of the harbour again, and that ship that we just saw going out of the harbour, it appears to have turned around out here in the sea. This is the Scurdie Ness Lighthouse that we're walking up towards. These big white poles were old markers for ships coming into the harbour. They lined up the poles and stuff of that kind, but nowadays it'll all be done with GPS. So that pilot vessel's stopping next to that big ship. So the pilot will probably be getting on the wee boat now, and the big ship will go away. The pilot just takes the ship, navigates the ship through the harbour. But there's another ship sitting out in the sea here, and I don't know if the pilot will go straight to that ship and then navigate it in, or I don't know what they're about to do, but we'll see. This is the Scurdie Ness Lighthouse here. It's in really good condition, like, looks cool. So that is an impressive structure there. Last week's video when I was at Bodden on the coastal mission, we could see this lighthouse flashing from about 10 mile up the coast there. Maybe no 10 mile, 5 mile up the coast. So it definitely still works. It's made with so many little bricks, it's cool. Great architecture at the top as well. Old wall here. This old bit of fence remains because it's big cast iron strainer posts cemented into the ground. Maybe they hung fishing nets on there at one time. It is really high, this lighthouse. It must be 100 foot or something. I can see the pilot vessel out here that we noticed earlier. It is on its way to the other ship now, so that you won't be able to see it on this camera probably, but there's a yellow and black ship out there. He'll probably be away to make his way into the Montrose harbour. The big orange ship, it's on its way out into the sea now. So it's a pretty busy harbour there at Montrose. This is a cool bit of coast out past the lighthouse. We're just getting some time lapses of the waves around here. Because the tide's right in just now, it looks mental. There's cows in this same area we're in, and they're further up there. The sun's getting low in the sky. But we're just thinking whether or not to go to another location or not. Not sure. That ship's coming close in like the last one when it went out. The harbour pilot knows all the stones underneath the water. But that is a really narrow entrance into that harbour for the ships. Some of these waves are crazy. I'm doing the time lapse here of that ship. It looks like that ship coming in there is unladen, so it must be collecting stuff from here. I'm trying to read what it says on the side of the ship. It's something Viking, but I can't see. Mag Viking or something like that. That's normally the ships we see dotted around out in the ocean when I'm doing my time lapses and stuff, but I normally see them close up. The size of these waves coming in here are crazy today, like the tide's fully in. It's epic. You need to be so careful when you're at the coast though. These rocks, it might look like you can go onto them and then suddenly there's a wave that height, boom. You're in the sea with your rubber rings like. Some proper waves coming in there like. This little rock pool just gets filled every time the tide comes in like that. So that's been a pretty cool bit of coast there. You'll see the time lapse is probably at the end of the video here. So we can see that ship there is making its way to its homeland. The other end will be probably docked at the side of the harbour. We're on our way back down towards the lighthouse here. So this is a wild bit of coast here when the tide's in. But it looks epic with the sunset behind it. There's a few old bits of buildings there. It's probably been dumped to stop the waves damaging the shoreline. An old wooden pole here. There was maybe a winch or something on that at one time for lifting stuff off the boats, I'm not sure. Historical artefact there. It'd be cool to live in a place like that. I'd be standing up on that balcony watching the world go by. So this Scurdie Ness road goes over the top of World War II gun emplacements that looked out over this harbour, which were maybe anti-aircraft positions too. But I'm pretty sure the war ended before they were actually in full use. I'm sure there's something like that along these stories. But I think this area was manned by the Polish soldiers defended this coast. So just as we were walking away from here, folks, the lighthouse has started flashing. It's crazy that that stuff still flashes after all this time. Still doing what it was purposely built to do. It's probably switched on electronically nowadays though, instead of originally. I'm not sure how it was powered, but so the sky's turned totally red here as the sun's setting, and it looks pretty cool. I think it's going to get redder and redder as it sets. The big yellow ship is now parked in the harbour there. There's a whole tree floating in the middle of this bit of water here. I'll point to it on the camera. Right there. Right in the middle. It looks like the Loch Ness Monster or something. I don't know if the load wood on over here at the harbour, but there's a bit of it there anyway. This is the machine gun post that we saw at the start of the video.
What is the ship over there?
It says Gordon's here above the door, so it might have been the Gordon's Highlander, like military. I don't know. Could have been. It's cool. There's another one of these further along here. The way it's cut out there is pretty cool. I'm sure this one says Gordon's on it, but the other one doesn't have anything written on it. But that would have been Second World War machine guns there. This is the second machine gun position at the top of the hill, overlooking the harbour. It's got an air pipe there on the roof, and then the same unusual cut out marks. I think at one time you would have gotten inside these bunkers. Smart wee bit of military history there. All these pieces of coast were really well defended in the war. This would have maybe been one of the main harbours for stuff, so it was well defended. Like, the sky just keeps getting redder and redder behind me here. So it's getting dark, and I'm going to end this video here, and we'll see you in the next episode.
I'm shaking, tired of this addiction, still in house obsession, trying to hold on to faith, we're caving in, and now because you don't know what I face, but I still believe, you say there's no point in trying, I'm finishing, starting shattered, that's the look I'll always be here. Waiting.